I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, my man boobs are killing my confidence. I got an email here from a guy who is having a hard time dealing with the fact that he has man boobs and he doesn't know what to do to get rid of them and how to get past just having man boobs and taking his shirt off and basically releasing the twins and not giving a fuck what other people think. So he says, Corey, I'm not really fat, but I have man boobs. And I would say, when somebody says I'm not really fat, I'd say you are fucking bullshitting yourself. You are definitely fat because you don't get man boobs with just having a few extra pounds. And I want to talk to you about first how our bodies actually work. Now, what is fat? Fat is simply toxin storage. In other words, you haven't been exercising properly, you haven't been doing weights, and you haven't been doing cardio. And your diet, if you're like most human beings on this planet, is probably like 95% acidic, meaning it's full of meat, pork, carbohydrates, sugary drinks, and things of that nature, and probably hardly any green vegetables at all. Well, I do a lot of green vegetable juicing, and if you've read the article that I did called Rediscover the Fountain of Youth, I actually teach you the recipe, how to make the recipe that I use every day, because I don't eat a ton of salads and tons of green vegetables, but what I do is I juice a lot of green vegetables, and I'll drink that 3 or 4 times during the day. You know, when I first started out eating this way, I ate a lot of salads and vegetables, and that just gets to be a real fucking pain in the ass, and it gets to be old really quick. So the nice thing is I still eat meat, I eat sushi, I don't eat pork, I don't eat red meat, I don't drink Cokes, I don't, occasionally on the weekends and stuff I'll have beers and pollute my body with some sweets and stuff like that, but it's not the kind of shit that I eat every single day. But every day I'm getting 3 to 4 glasses of the green juice that I'm drinking. And so back to fat. Fat is toxin storage, and so if you don't have enough exercise, you're not doing enough cardio to move things throughout your body and move the toxins out, if you're not getting the alkaline buffering minerals and vitamins that are in green plants, green vegetables, like I talk about in the article on how to do it in that recipe, then your body, when you eat something that has preservatives in it, or you eat a big greasy hamburger or French fries, that stuff has toxins in it that your body simply cannot deal with. And since you're not getting enough minerals in your body and things that are alkaline to neutralize it, because it takes 80 parts alkalinity to neutralize 20 parts acid. And so if you're not getting enough alkalinity in your body, then your body has no choice but to store it, and your body uses fat to bind up toxins and store them throughout the body. And so I would encourage you, obviously you need to get together with your doctor first. I know you mentioned here, let me go through the rest of his email. He says, I'm dieting and exercising, but I'm not even sure what to do about them. And I would say, what I do, like this morning, it's about 11 o'clock right now, and when I got up this morning, first thing I did, I had some green juice, a green vegetable juice drink, and then I went right to the gym. Today I did abs, so I worked on my abs for about 10-15 minutes, and then I went for a 40-minute run in the sun. And it's been raining here a lot. It rained last night, beautiful and sunny out, but it's like running in a fucking steam room because it's over like 100 degrees. And so, I was just completely drenched by the time I got back to my place. And that's how I started my day. And I do that 5 days a week on average. I usually do at least 4 to 5 days of weights per week. And I'll do 3 to 4 days of running for about 40 minutes. And I'll either do it early in the morning or I'll do it in the afternoon because it's just so fucking Africa hot here. Because I live in Florida. It's just, I'd die of a heat stroke if I was trying to run. I just don't like to run when it's that hot. But that's something that I do every day. And then every Friday, I go to my network chiropractic doctor and I get a chiropractic adjustment. I also drink my Udo's oil, which I also talk about in some of my other articles on health. I usually will, for meats, I'll eat chicken, I'll eat fish. I'm eating turkey and fish because those are going to be the healthiest and the easiest proteins to break down as far as meats go. like things like nuts, like walnuts or almonds or pecans, some of the other healthy nuts. I'll eat those. I'll eat those in salad. That's a great source of protein. Also, let me think, what is it? Hemp seed. Hemp seed is one of the most easiest types of protein that your body can absorb. And that's something that I'll put in salads, or I'll put in a smoothie, those kinds of things. And so I make sure I get protein, and I get good healthy protein throughout the week. And I'll eat carbs. I'll have a pizza or whatever. But I'm always drinking the green vegetable juice. And if you saw how much, if you read the recipe, there's a lot of vegetables that go into making that. So when you drink that stuff, you're getting like a super concentrated dose of your green vegetables, and you drink it throughout the day because your body uses it up. Your body produces, just by the very nature of being alive, your body produces acid. Your cells, when they metabolize, they secrete ammonia and acid and other wastes into the lymphatic fluid that surrounds them. Now, the lymphatic system of your body does not have a pump like the blood system has the heart to pump. And so your lymphatic system requires your movement of your muscles, expansion and contraction of your muscles. And I found that you just simply have to do weights and you have to do cardio. That's just the bottom line. And so if you've gotten to this point in your life where you've got man boobs, it's just simply because you neglected your body for whatever reason. Maybe you were lazy, maybe you're busy with your career, maybe it just wasn't something that you learned when you were younger, whatever it is. But as you get older, you have to do it, because most people are dying decades before they should be, because their bodies are literally filling up with toxins and preservatives and other crap that they just couldn't deal with. And so your body parks it in the tissues in the form, because it's bound up with fat. And normally, if you're healthy, when you take on those things, when you get to a place, or like usually during the winter, you're going to eat more stored grains and things that are going to be acidic. But typically during the summer months, you typically, at least in the old days, a couple hundred years ago, when people weren't able to grow things year round, what would happen is you would eat your green vegetables and stuff like that during the summer, and so you would literally pee out and sweat out the toxins that you absorbed in the winter. Well, since most people, their diet is like 95% acidic throughout the whole course of the year, it's just you're constantly filling up with toxins, and as you get older, this is the stuff that makes you age and breaks down your cells and causes you to get sick and things of that nature. And so whatever you're doing, diet and exercise, like I said, I encourage you. Obviously, you need to get with your doctor first, but you should definitely read Dr. Robert O. Young's book called The pH Miracle, so you can understand how your body works. You can understand the kinds of foods that are acidic versus the kind of foods that are alkaline. And so when you're eating your meals, you know exactly what you're putting in your body. And if you're not buffering it with vegetable juice or alkaline water, you're simply not getting what your body needs, what is essential to survive. And so you're literally breaking down decades before you should be. And so the next thing that I want to talk about is, at the end of the day, if you got man boobs, you want to go to the beach, take your fucking shirt off, who cares? I got a buddy of mine who got fucking blown up in Iraq, and his fucking chest area, like his nipples kind of up here, he's all fucking jacked up. He's got a glass eye, he's got a traumatic brain injury. He doesn't give a fuck. He goes right to the beach and he takes his fucking shirt off. Why? Because he stared death right in the face. When you've been in hand-to-hand combat with smelly insurgents and you put down 19 bad guys in your career before you got blown up, he doesn't give a fuck. He came into the world and he gave his best, and he doesn't care. And he's proud of his service, and he's proud of what he did. He's proud of his country. And most of the time, because he's got some debilitating injuries, he spends a lot of time at the beach hanging out and having a good time. He didn't give a fuck, and he has no problem meeting women and getting laid, even though physically he's kind of fucked up. There's plenty of guys that come back from war that are missing their legs, they're missing their arms, they can't see, or they're severely burned. I got a buddy of mine that I went to high school with. It's 20 years now that he's been dead. He was a Navy SEAL. One of the kindest, nicest people I've ever met. He died when he was 22 years old, and he's gone. He's no longer on this earth. And therefore, you have nothing to fucking complain about. You got a little bit of man boobs, who gives a fuck? The bottom line is, the most important thing that women find attractive in a man is confidence. It's not looks. Looks is usually third or fourth on a woman's list. If you have confidence and you have belief in yourself and you simply go for what you want and you don't give a flying fuck what other people think about you, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. 500 years from now, all of us that are here on this spinning marble in the middle of the galaxy are not going to be here. And nobody's going to give a flying fuck about your man boobs 500 years from now, or what you did or what you did do or what you didn't do, who you slept with, who you didn't slept with, the girl that rejected you or laughed at you because it just doesn't fucking matter, dude. It really doesn't matter. And so if you love yourself and you care about yourself enough, you'll work out and you'll exercise relentlessly and you'll take care of your body. I mean, I've been doing this stuff for decades, and as I've gotten older and I've learned more and more different things of how to be healthier, I implement these things in my life and I share all this stuff with you. And so I don't get colds, I don't get sick, I don't get the flu, I don't have skin rashes, I don't have all the fucking problems that I used to have when I was a kid growing up. I don't have constipation problems. I mean, I'm completely healthy. My eyesight is good. I mean, everything is great. And it's because I spend a lot of time taking care of my body. Why? Because if you don't take care of your body, if you're not in the absolute best shape that you can possibly be in, then you're not living the quality of life that you are capable of living. And I was thinking about this morning. It's like one of the reasons why I take care of myself is like there's this great Jim Rohn quote. It goes like this. He says, I'll take care of me for you, and you take care of you for me. And so I take care of myself and my body so I can show up and be the best man that I can be. And I also do it for my girl, because I want her to love me and appreciate me and be turned on by me and want to make love to my body. And she'll be much more into me if I take personal pride in myself and I care about how I look and I simply take care of my body. I mean, the bottom line is I've got members of my own family who have man boobs. They're retired and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They take their shirt off, fucking release the twins. They don't give a shit that they got man boobs. But that's what happens when you don't take care of your body and you neglect it for a lot of years of your life. And so working out is a daily grind. It's just something that you've got to find a way to make the time for. So if you take better care of your body and you work out, especially doing chest exercises, you'll eventually, the stuff that's in that tissue, the fat and all those things, eventually it'll be moved throughout your body. If you take better care of your body, if you eat healthier, if you juice green vegetables, if you get regular chiropractic adjustments, if you run 3 or 4 days a week, if you do weights 4 or 5 days a week, and you eat healthy and you get plenty of protein, you will lose the fat. You will lose your man boobs and it will no longer be an issue. But that's something that's going to happen at some future point in time. And so what you need to do is just need to focus on what you got to do today. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So just work on, it's like what I was focused on this morning. I was focused on my weights at first, and once the weights were done, then I focused on my run. And when I got back, took a shower, I focused on eating something healthy, putting some more juice in my body so I could come here and give my best to you. So if you got a question you want to ask me, or there's a topic that you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website and click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And just give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by clicking the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and just follow the instructions. And if you want to get a digital version of my Amazon Kindle ebook, you can do that on my website. Right underneath the email sign-up box is going to be a little box that has a link that will take you right to my Amazon